back to the holiday baking show.
Today we'll be making some holiday sugar cookies.
And we'll be adding some white icing with crushed up candy canes. Cookies are a classic dessert for the holidays. For this recipe, you'll have tons of cookies, maybe even enough to save for Santa.
We love cookies, especially for the holidays, and one of our favorites is kinds of sugar cookies.
Alright, let's get started. First, get yourself a nice clean bowl, then preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. For sugar cookie ingredients, you will need 1 cup of unsalted butter softened to room temperature, 1 cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and 3/4 of a cup teaspoon baking powder, and 3/4 of a cup teaspoon salt.
And for the icing, you will need 3 cups of powdered sugar sifted, 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and later you can crush some candy canes to put on top.
Instructions for your cookies. 1. Combine butter and sugar in the bowl of a stand mixer and beat until completely combined and creamy.
Step 2. Add your egg and vanilla extract and beat until completely combined.
3. In a separate medium-sized bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt.
Step 4. Gradually add your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients until completely combined.
5. Lay out a large piece of plastic wrap and transfer approximately half of the dough onto the wrap. Dough will be quite sticky at this point, but that's okay.
Step 6. Then cover with clear wrap and mold into a disc. Then repeat that with your remaining dough in another piece of cling wrap. Transfer dough to the refrigerator and chill for at least 2 to 3 hours.
7. Once dough is finished chilling, preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Set aside after that.
Step 8. Generously dust a clean surface with flour and deposit 1 chilled cookie dough disc onto the surface. Lightly flour the dough and roll it out to
1/8.
Continue to add flour as needed, both on top of and beneath the dough so that it doesn't stick.
Step 9. Use cookie cutters to cut out shapes and use a spatula to transfer shapes to the prepared baking sheet.
Step 10. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 9 to 10 minutes until the edges start to turn lightly golden brown.
And 11. Allow cookies to cool completely on the cookie sheet before moving and frosting.
Here's your instructions for the frosting. Step 1. Combine sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, corn syrup, and vanilla extract in a medium-sized bowl and stir until combined. If the frosting is too thick, and add more milk, about a teaspoon at a time, until the frosting is thick but pipeable. If you accidentally add too much milk, add powdered sugar until the desired texture is reached.
2. If you are coloring your frosting, divide into bowls and color as desired at this point. 3. Transfer frosting to a piping bag with a piping tip or place in a Ziploc bag and snip a small piece of the corner off. This is not as neat, but this will still work.
Step 4. Pipe frosting on your cookies and decorate with your crushed up candy canes.
And 5. Allow your frosting to harden before enjoying it. This may take several hours depending on the consistency of your frosting.
Now here's your last step. Keep your uneaten cookies sealed in an airtight container at room temperature.
Good luck on baking your cookies!